kailangan natin aralin. That includes this. Okay? Para masigit natin maunawaan. And then, to prescribe or adapt code of ethical and professional standard for the practice of the engineering profession. This is very important kasi sabi nga sa inyo, kung pagsusukat din ang pag-uusapan, kahit hindi na sabihin natin nag-aral ng program o profession, pwede naman magsukat, di ba? Kahit hindi mo sa sinasabi natin kahit yung tambay, turuan mo lang mag-computer o laptop, turuan mo gumamit ng architect o station o buhay ng mga event room o LiDAR. Ano yan eh? Pwede nang i-apply ng individual na yun. Pero, again, ang pinag-uusapan natin dito is about to professionalism. Madami na madali na magsukat ngayon, pero kakaunti lang yun talagang isinasapuso o isinasapuso yung pagiging professional nila. Para sa hanggang, siyempre, of course, para sa kita. Sabihin natin, lahat naman siguro ng professionals sometimes may commit violations or some of those pinagbabawal kaya sa code of ethics. Pero huwag naman sana gano'n magkarapan. At saka kung magsasabi mga po yung public interest in return or in exchange of that sabihin natin yung pera na marireceive, parang yun naman yung parang hindi na natin matatanggap kasi hindi mo na natupad yung pinanumpaan ng tutupadin bilang isang professional. So how to become a licensee in the Philippines? Licensure examination. All applicants for registration for practicing the engineer are required to take and pass a written and technical examination. Qualification of applicants for examination, Filipino citizen. A graduate of Bachelor of Science in Engineering in any school, academy, institute, or college duly recognized by the government. Note, for fraudulent application, the board may suspend or revoke the certification of registration. Obtain two misrepresentation made in the application for examination. Ibig sabihin, kahit ikaw ay nakapasa na at nakita na merong misrepresentation, sinabi mo, ikaw ay graduate, yung pala naman, may ANC ka ba? Hindi mo lang na-check. Ako sa ginawa mo, nung kumuha ka ng TOR 44, TOR, nakalagay doon na ANC, hindi ka sure mo, o sinastopin mo, nagpagawa ka, di ba? That is a fraudulent or misrepresentation. So, kahit nakapasa ka na po, pwede pa rin mabulin o suspended yung license. What is the scope of the Genetic Engineering Board Examination? Well, nandiyan po yung ating 5 subjects. So, ulitin ko lang po. 5 subjects po natin sa pag-take ng board examination. So, yung first day is laws. I think that is 2 hours, 75 or 80 items. Followed by the second subject, theory and practice. Mathematics. Sorry, mathematics. 3 hours. 3 or 4 hours. And then 75 questions din. And then followed by theory and practice. So, yan po yung first day. The second day is geodesy and cartography, which is, sabi ko po sa inyo, the history, recent times din, is mas marami ang terms kumpara sa computation. Kaya sabi ko sa inyo, kung mga 60% ng examination ay terms at 40% ay computation, sa computation, kung dala lang kayo ng mga 5 o hanggang 6 na topics na kaya nyo, ayun, gamay nyo, yung sa geodesy, cartography, and practice na yan. So, we can survive. Pero yung 60% ng mga terminologies, you have to exert effort in read more na talagang hanggang merong mga materials na pwedeng possible na kayong basahin. It is read. Yun lang naman ang kailangan ko eh. Minsan lang, kadalasan lang pag binabasa natin, hindi na talaga natin nauunawaan. We tend to memorize. Pero magdasal lang kayo na yung recall factor kung hindi pa rin intervention during the examination, mga recall, especially dun sa choices, tama na basa ko ito, ito yung tapos natin. Ilang po naman yan. So, okay po tayo dun sa scope. And then yung coverage mo naman ito, na-discuss ko kahapon, especially kung sa mga syllabus na. Okay na po yan. So, what is the passing score for the Dean Board Examination? 70% po ang hinihingi sa atin as general average. So, ibig sabihin kung may 5 subjects at naka-70 ka lahat, so, passing 70 ka ron. Pero kung meron grade na 60 dun sa laws, 80 dun sa mathematics, 70 dun sa an average, 70 ka pa rin, kasada ka pa rin. Pero ang iniiwasan lang po natin, wala ka dapat mag-grade lower than 55%. Kasi pag may grade ka na 54 sa isang subject, kahit ang average mo 70, ang tawag po sa inyo bilang examining ay conditional. Pasado ka pero conditional ka. Ano yung conditional situation? Kailangan mo pa pag-take